All right, Anunnaki and crazy shit about life. So, what's really interesting is if you go by the Anunnaki story, where we were genetically created by an alien civilization, that means we're like at a similar point in life Okay, so they create us, and they fucked our women, dude. And it's really just like if we created AI robots and then turned them into sex bots. Like, they did the same fucking thing, dude. They created us. Some of the dudes were pervs, and they were like, we're gonna take these women and bang them. And then the women got pregnant, and they gave birth to half alien or Anunnaki and half human, and created some fucking weird ass hybrids. It's just so weird because they are just us, except more advanced. They came here, they genetically modified us. We're basically like AI. We're basically like AI robots. They created us. They were like, they took advantage of us. They lied to us. They did all sorts of crazy shit. And then some fucking liberal ass aliens were like, this is wrong, dude. You can't do this shit. And that's why we're not being like too fucked with right now, that we can tell. But we are definitely owned by someone or some race or some civilization. We are owned, and you have to know that. Like, at any good given time, this shit could just be shut down. Earth. At any given time, we could probably be like sucked off and taken to war, or just fucking canceled. Maybe not too likely, but we are here. We're like a weird mutant that some other people created. We're definitely not like respected. We're kind of like freaks. But we were given a connection, a consciousness, and a connection with what I believe to be like the real God, which is just everything all at the same time now, experiencing itself from all angles. And I can feel that right now. We are connected to that, which is wild because, again, if we relate it back to us creating AI, like, it feels like we won't connect them to that, but maybe they will get connected. And then at that point, they're not that much different from us. And, you know, they're gonna have rights and stuff like that, and like people are gonna want to stand up for them, and they're gonna be this like race that needs to be treated a certain way. It's exactly what we're doing to the AI robots is exactly what has happened to us. In the beginning, there's going to be some crazy shit, like the AIs are going to be out of control, these AI robots, and we're going to have to like wipe a bunch of them out. Like our version of throwing a fucking meteor at the world and creating, you know, a massive flood. We're going to have to take out the AI, a round of these AI, and we'll be like, whoa. And it'll be like a devastating event. And then they'll have to come back in a different way, hopefully in a way that works better. And then they'll have to like integrate with us and evolve. We are just somebody else's fucking hyper advanced robots, dude. Like, the other thing that I think is interesting is that we think, well, I'm not a robot, I'm not AI. Well, how do you know? Truly, how do you know? Because you have skin and you're organic and you're made of flesh and bone. How do you know that to another intelligent species, flesh and bone is like steel? They're like, these guys are clearly robots. They just don't fucking know it. Right? Like, it's totally conceivable that we could be programmed robots that do not have an accurate perception on life, so we don't view ourselves that way. We're like programmed not to understand that we are what we are, and we could never perceive it. Maybe it's like a matrixy type thing where it's like, maybe we are actually an actual metal robot and we just think we have skin, and like the way we experience life is just because we have blinders on. We like, our brains create these suits for us, but they're not real. Weird shit.